probably worth 2 or 3 goals. We saw in the reserves game it had no effect upon the standard of football. The turf a little bit slippery, players going to ground if they're not well placed with their footing, but well, the banner for North Adelaide goes up as North Adelaide, the final conflict, to win so glorious, to lose so tragic, so hit 'em with that Rooster magic.
Yes, and in relation to that reserves game, Norwood were the victors in that particular game. In fact, easy winners. They ran away, and they have been in the grand final the last 3 years, so it's the first final to coach Glenn Rosser there, and no doubt a happy man. We're with the Glenelg side now coming out. They are a very confident side, the boys from the Bay, as that's indicated there. Premiers today, and well, they might be the confident side after a good win in the second semi-final over North. But by the same token, Darryl, there was a lot to like about North Adelaide's performance in that second semi-final and their win last week over West Adelaide.
Well, I'm sure North Adelaide needed to play in a preliminary final to have a chance in the big one, and they are equal to Glenelg when it comes to running football. Not quite the experience in the big games, but it's a toss of the coin at the beginning of the game from either side.
Green, and good of the South Australian League for the second year running to provide the words for those of us who don't know them. Who played well last week. Up it goes to Campbell. In fact, Wildy it was to half forward. Fine Mark Bennett, confidence booster out to Robertson. The Roosters away. Robertson loves to run and kick long towards goal. It's straightening up. Was it touched? It wasn't. First goal to the Roosters. And what a great forward sortie it was. First time into attack.
And there, and Brearley could well be within distance.
Has a little height over Michael Murphy. The wind at his tail should make the distance.
Brearley, the replacement for Diedrich. The ball will bounce or drop in a square. Parsons! Too much height once more.
It's from the angle.
Yes, virtually impossible to miss from there. Parsons first for the game. The Roosters second, and at the 5-minute mark they lead by 10 points.
Interesting to see that both sides have nice play downfield.
David Sanders down from the wing into the side in place of Trevor Hill.
Now from 30 metres, puts it up high into the square. Almost uncontested, but there was a push. A North Adelaide free kick. And the player about to pick himself up off the ground. Parsons kicked his first goal. This will be his second. And And the Roosters bring up their third. Parsons applauding, I'd say, the Glenelg opponent responsible. Copping goes again, gives it out wide to Stringer bursting through. Out it goes now to McDermott. McDermott from 50 metres goes long towards goal. It's dropping short though. And the mark and defence, he played on. And he's been penalised for holding the ball. A terrible blue there by Hay and penalised 15 metres. If he misses this, I think Glenelg should go home. Straight in front. And straight through the middle. First goal to the Tigers, and it took a free kick. Glenelg 1-4, North 3-1.
Kernahan down to contest against Wildy. Kernahan's tapped beautifully down. Alan Stringer pops it up for Maynard. Has a look. Goes in long. Good spoil by Hay, but well rove Simons. Flanked by Copping. The build-up, Copping steadies and pops it through. Stephen Copping's first goal, second for Glenelg. They close the gap to 4 points at the 23-minute mark.
Well, Stephen Hayes
Time on, and kicking with the breeze, they lead by only 4 points. Brearley. Now Carey, off the ground by Hart, is it? No, it's off the ground by Brearley. Out of the air. I think we'd have to put it down to Brearley's goal. He's the man being congratulated. Straight out of the air it was as Hart tried to get...
Reasonably happy with the first quarter. North, the superior side, early, settled down much quicker to score the first.
The teammate down there, that's Brearley. Has one goal already. Left half forward, too far out the score. Looks again for Parsons. Almost got it. Over the top went Henwood, and picking up the crumbs was Antrobus. Infield he goes. Sanders. Great start for the second term by North Adelaide. And the Roosters increase their lead to 3 goals, 5-5 to 2-5.
Phillips trying to work clear. Work got a free kick as he got it to Antrobus. They're allowed to play on. The centre circle. Antrobus with speed. Well shepherded. And hit as he kicked the ball into the square. It'll be an FAD. Scott Salisbury coming.
Just getting the kick away in time. Brearley in the spot.
1 goal in the first term, now 1 in the second, and North Adelaide stretched the lead to 23 points. 6.5 minutes into this second term. Draws well. Robertson's there, however. Goes for distance. Well smothered Salisbury. Brearley drops. Tiller follows up. Squares on the goal. Puts it through. And the Roosters get away to a 29-point lead. The first goal from the skipper, but one which gives North good breathing space.
North Adelaide's running game in the midfield,
At the back of the pack. Oh, North Adelaide dictating the trend. Big kick from Henwood. Looking again for Kernahan. Wildy's with him. Destroys well. Salisbury over for Marshall from around the centre. Looking for a lead. Garton gave it. Marshall runs a long way, then goes in and finds him beautifully inside half forward. Epps playing above himself. Umpire not moving. Beautiful execution of the drop punt. Garton's first, the third for Glenelg, but they trail by 23 points 11 minutes into this second term. A high ball, centre wing. Wall of players there and the telescopic arms of Stephen Copping. Into centre half forward in the lead of Kernahan. They're really building their attacks around him. He has superior pace to Wildy. The lead from Garton, but it falls short, knocked away by Armfield. Garton backing up has got it. Wheels, the kick looks on line. It is a beautiful kick from the big fellow. That's his second for the game, and Glenelg come back to reduce the deficit to 18 points. 15 minutes. Bowman, Duthie giving the necessary backup. Into Maynard. Glenelg now in control. McGuinness at the centre circle. Fires it long. The lead is beautifully done by Hall, and he's got the mark within scoring distance. Covering the centre is Maynard. In fact, it's Peter Maynard squares on. He's got it. Maynard's first goal. That's the 5th one for Glenelg, and they now trail by only 12 points at the 22-minute mark.
So just 2 goals the difference. 7-6 to 5-6, North Adelaide's way, but it's the Tigers back into attack through Kidney. Thumped away, but it's at ground level where McGuinness has the chance. This time beaten for pace to it. Goes out, Stephen Riley, tackled there by Marshall and holding the ball. Maynard, who kicked one. In fact, Marshall is the recipient. Maynard Gazza responding over the last 5-10 minutes or so for a pretty ordinary opening. The kick from Marshall hasn't made the distance. It could be a Kernahan mark. The champion Stephen Kernahan, who hasn't dominated proceedings as many had anticipated. A chance with this mark right on the line. Many hands there, but according to the umpire, yes, Kernahan bringing it in. Kernahan the chance to make the difference, just one goal.
2 grabs, the highest hands, an angle, the perfect shot.
Just a few metres out. Kernahan doesn't miss those. His first goal, goal number 66 for the season. And Glenelg get to within 6 points.
Back. It was Antrobus, clumsy tackle.
Just a little too keen, North Adelaide, in the last 10 minutes.
Salisbury, high ball, working it in again, looking for Kernahan from behind. Beautiful grip of the ball.
North Adelaide failing to go for the spoil, and Kernahan giving the message to his runner.
Well, it was Noonan giving the message, but Kernahan's got the mark. He's at centre half forward. And the one player who could be the difference between these two sides. Stephen Kernahan is a good 50 metres out. The ball's on line. It's got the distance. He's second in the space of as many minutes. And Glenelg tie the scores as we enter time on in this second term. Tiger. Both sides playing in bursts. Maynard, a booming screw punt into the pocket. Kernahan's there again, but couldn't bring it in. The quick snapshot by Copping. Oh, what a goal! That's the sort of goals that wins games. And Stephen Copping, the veteran, hooking it from a seemingly impossible angle on the goal line, has to. So Glenelg hit the front at the 27-minute mark, the first time since 4 minutes into the first term, and they're on the run. The clever McGuinness, the Magarey medalist, full of skill, hooks it up to the pocket, and Copping! Those telescopic arms of his arms getting up there, and he has an opportunity for his third goal. It is a magnificent execution. So the target has lifted. There is plenty of snarl now. They go 12 points clear. 28 minutes now elapsed in this, the second term, and they have come from 29 points down at the 8-minute mark of this term to now lead by a margin that separates these sides. A tremendously even contest with Glenelg going to the big break, 9-7-61 to North Adelaide 7-7-49. Goal.
Everything he had. Certainly did that. The centre half forward, Davies. Hand pass out for Davies. He's got Duthie with him. Davies still going. This is Smith. Big booming kick towards full forward. Davies. Barrett goes straight to Walk, who lines up on goal. Davies down there in the square. Oh, fingertips to it. 70 points is a long way to trail by Clayton. He kicks out straight to Davies. Look at that, a goal. Davies couldn't believe it. He's kicked 3, and that is possibly the easiest goal that Rick Davies has ever got for himself. The Norwood pinch, even they can find some humour in the situation. The Colin Graham hooks. Goalwood's there. Now at the back of the pack, the chance for Gumley. He's running towards the boundary line. Hooks at Goalwood. Oh, don't tell me he's put it through. What a magic goal from Stephen Gumley. In the goal square. Should be fisted through by Garton if he can get up there. But Evans tries to take it out and get the kick. That's his third. Brilliantly done by the full forward Tim Evans.
And then Saru lends the strong hand. Shocking hand pass. Woodall sneaks it, and bam! Thank you, Jeffrey Saru. Goal 2.
South with another chance. This is Nayley. In towards the full forward area. At the back, Davies feeds it out wide. Kapler onto his left boot, shoots it goalwards. The first goal of the match. And a brilliant effort from Davies. Central into attack. They go further forward too, down towards Bubner. Behind it was Barr, but Crumb's now chance to pick up by Winter, who slid off it, and then Fraser snaps. And I won't try to decipher what Neil Barnes said then.
Difference in the last 2 weeks. Dwayne Russell, centre half ball.
Nashville Bradley, a booming punt. They've lifted the roof off the grandstand.
Neagle by Henderson, a half forward. Ace slips it out to McIntosh, who barges through brilliantly against Whittlesey. Long towards goal and straight through. That's how it's done. Get a lot of distance with this ball with a breeze behind him. Tries to do that. Quo Dwyer couldn't quite hold that one. Still going over his shoulder, a goal. Magnificent work by Des O'Dwyer.
Good anticipation, Craig. He goes to the forward pocket. Barn front spot over the boat. Wilrow, here's a chance. Goal 99. He's done it with the left foot.
Tremendous effort by Wilmot. What a great snapshot it was to bring up the century.
Guinness has got it. Hooks to the square. Kernahan sets himself. Loose one bouncing. Gibbs again. Goal number 3. Oh, he's really celebrated his 150th game, Ross Gibbs. Carl Herbert looking towards the goal square. And another point the result. No, he's allowed to play on. Smith took a double back and popped it through for his 3rd goal.
Just on the edge of the line. Over the shoulder from Garton. He's got it. Top goal. Jarvis. Andrews over the top of him. Muret bursting through. Could be another West goal. Muret will do it all the way. 3 goals to Peter Muret. The half forward, Hall running back, almost the mark. Clomp, the chance to recover and break towards goal. Long, the square is open. I don't think it was touched. It wasn't. Magnificent goal on the run from Clomp.
Carey's behind. Punch coming from the North players. McGuinness in front, chased by Stephen Riley. Over the shoulder, the breeze might bring it back. That is a sensational goal by McGuinness. Streetwich gets going, receives the bump from Wayne Stringer. Robertson is waiting, tackled by Wayne Stringer. Parsons, good heavy work to Tiller. Tiller in the pocket. Low. Fabulous kick. He'll remember that one. And the Roosters have hit the front. What a goal. What a goal.
One behind the ear, thank you very much. And Jeff Saru will pick up the free kick. Now, Darryl Schimmelbusch isn't happy with the situation. He's conceding just that little bit in size to Andrews, but not lost for words. what a game. 1985 grand final, first bounce, and they're away with the Tigers leading by 2 goals. And trying to go forward straight away as Simon's got it out. Good knock on there by McDermott, who was caught high. McGuinness the chance from 30 metres. A goal within 18 seconds of half-time by Tony McGuinness. His second. And what a great start by the Tigers.
Just ahead of his centre wing spot. Goes into the centre half forward area. 15-metre penalty's been paid as Maynard, or McDermott in fact, it was
Difficult. North's big chance.
Sanders goes deep. It's a good kick, carrying to the lip of the goal square. Carey had the hand up, off hands Darryl Hart. Through it goes, where the Rover should be. Perfection. He pots his first. The 8th for North, and back they come to trail by 10 points.
Glenelg sees Duthie out wide, offering the lead. Up the centre wing. Tony Simons with the run of it. Well gathered. Now must get around Armfield. And goes in too high for McGuinness, and well accepted by Garton, centre half forward. Over he goes towards Robin Kidney. Kernahan's there as well. Well gathered by the champion from 30 metres. A shot on goal. Kernahan's 3rd goal. And the Tigers with all the answers. 11-8-74 to North, 8-9-57.
Well, all disposal, FAD.
Tony Hall will take possession. Can play defence or forwards.
Good kicker of the ball. The lip of the goal square. Kernahan. Oh, well done, Wildy. The quick snapshot from Garton. What a beauty. Goal number 3 to Adam Garton as he continues to defy the scribes, and the Glenelg lead by 23 points.
Well, what a play.
Well, the umpires paid the mark. Peter Maynard falling awkwardly. Centre half forward he goes. The lead from Stephen Kernahan. Wildy's with him, but Kernahan's judgment superior. Oh, and Wildy a bit late. There was absolute disgust.
And the crowd echo those sentiments. And North Adelaide certainly needing to do something. On the replay, Kernahan front spot. Wildy very late, and there's 3 slow blows.
That looked a little late to me, and it looked very much a sign of frustration.
Absolutely. The judgment of Kernahan was the thing. It was impeccable. Wildy brought back now, bringing Stephen Kernahan to within scoring distance of goal, directly out in front. He has 3 against his name at the moment, and proving, as perhaps everyone before the game thought he might, being a major hurdle for North Adelaide to jump. Number 4 on the board, 13th for Glenelg, and they lead by 30 points midway through this 3rd term.
As the sign said, if anyone can, Kerner can. One senses inexperience showing very much so on the part of North Adelaide in this quarter. To half forward, Wildy.
And there's
Gets a bit of treatment. And Stephen Kernahan and John Riley exchanging pleasantries. And it's on for young and old. David Wildy prostrate. Rick Kinnear in the middle of that one. Wildy has barely moved in the hands of 3 or 4 trainers. Garton and Arnold. Little Kidney in the middle of that. Gives Arnold one to go on with.
And that was the opportunity, the perfect opportunity for the evener. This time Kernahan was behind and Wildy was in front, and the left, the wide left was thrown haphazardly.
I guess most grand finals involve incidents of that kind, but normally in the first 10 minutes or so. This one didn't flare as we may have expected it to, but certainly it has really sprung to life in the 3rd term.
Well, it looks as though Wildy is in extreme trouble there.
I take the free kick, but Stretcher carrying David Wildy back into the North Adelaide rooms, and that this can only favour Glenelg. McGuinness, down he goes, kick downfield. The mark has been taken by Maynard, and Maynard will get the kick as well. Well, It's just open warfare at the moment at Football Park in the grand final. 21.5 minutes gone in the third term. And, well, let's not say... Kernahan, brilliant mark. Isn't that a nice change after all the unpleasantries?
North Adelaide need to have the ball and use their runners because Glenelg have got the key position strength. It's going to take a long kick from Kernahan. He's directly into the breeze.
Kernahan's kicked 4 goals. As I said, this is doing nothing at all to help North Adelaide's cause. They trail by 5 goals, and I think if we cast our mind back 10 minutes or so, we know what started all of this, which really is unfortunate for the match. Kernahan looking for his 5th from 40 metres. Put that one down as a nail in the coffin, and Mike Noonan is a despondent man, knowing full well that the attitude of his players is just as important as the score on the board at the moment. 93 plays 57, 2.5 minutes from time on in the third term. In fact, no, it is going Antrobus's way. Now, interchange being made. Maynard, who was struck earlier, is off. And Murphy's gone on. Down goes Hart, trying to weave his way into the clear. He's in the forward pocket, goes goalwards. He's got it. They needed that one. Hart second. And the Roosters are certainly still in this one, but it's an attitude thing as much as anything they must change to really get back with a big chance. They now 9-10, trailing Glenelg 14-9.
And having been Darryl...
2 goals, 3 by North. They lead 14-10, 94 to North.
Riley. Down goes Hall. Stephen Riley the chance. By hand to Hill. Centre half back now, running up towards centre wing. Must get around Simons, but he slipped, tackled, and held the ball too long. The advantage rule paid as Simons goes down to Garton. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and now from 35 metres, adds his 4th. The Tiger fans and Graham Corns like that, although Corns obviously not goals.
North had the numbers and just not the luck.
Carey quickly down there to contest. Good body work, however, by Brearley. This quick snapshot at goal was a great one. And Sanders puts through goal number 2. And the 10th one for North Adelaide. Could it be the necessary trigger?
Captain goes down. Salisbury works it out. And with method, McGuinness kicks Glenelg forward. Kernahan up high, couldn't quite get it, but the chance for Copping, feeds it out wide, easy goal to Simons. His first. Elation from Simons, who's prepared to kick the ball back to the middle. Glenelg are happy to hold on to that lead, a sizable lead they have, as Marshall takes them forward once again. Kernahan, the fly! We've waited all day for that. And Mike Noonan can only shut. Kernahan, a brilliant soaring mark. Up over the top of...
Up to the centre wing area, looking for Armfield. Simons comes across, kept it in play well for Marshall. Glenelg have got the loose player. Copping takes, draws the defender and finds McDermott within scoring distance of goal. Well, that was pretty...
Times unnoticed, very physical, very courageous.
From point-blank range, kicks his first for the game. It's the 17th for Glenelg and a commanding 45-point lead.
Nasty cut above the eye. I think that's Sanders. In fact, Wildy. My apologies to Sanders. Wildy, who took that heavy knock in the third term. Now Antrobus breaking clear at half forward. And he goes towards goal, closing in from 30 metres. And Antrobus goal. A belated goal to the Roosters, but Antrobus again showing his class. His first goal. Fourth, add another to their list. 11-10.
Glenelg's confidence is high. Seabone clearing the centre circle. Zunjan's up, leaving his man unguarded at the back, but Hay will interrupt the flow. Fumbled and allowed Maynard in. Kernahan takes, squares on the goal, and has put it through for a point only. for Glenelg to lead by 40 points. Premiership flag flying down the bayway. Seaborn. Salisbury. Maynard squares onto goal. He'll get it over to Kernahan. Could be number 6 coming up. Steadies. Pops it on its way. 6 to the champion from Glenelg. The 18th for the Glenelg side and a 46-point lead, 17.5 minutes.
6 goals to Kernahan, 18 minutes into the final quarter, poses the question, who will win the Jack Oatey medal for the fairest and best player in this match this afternoon? Kernahan must be a big show. Now the Tigers a chance to add another. Hall over the shoulder. Oh, a brilliant goal. Even the defenders can do it. The Tigers running away with the 85 premiership. They lead now by 8 goals.
McGuinness takes the crumbs. An enormous screw punt from half back to half forward. Armfield coming out. Almost trapped there nicely by Hall. The free kick goes against North for kicking in danger.
Well, Tony Hall, a very versatile player. Could probably play most positions on the field other than key positions. And although shifted, has continued to play well.
Intent on going for distance. It will drop in the goal square. Kernahan, what a mark! Last man up, but judgment superb.
He could not miss from here.
Stephen Kernahan in what could be his last game for Glenelg. Kicks goal number 7 in the 85 final. Standing out the difference between the two sides. He puts Glenelg 57 points clear, 23 minutes into this final saga.
Fortunately off for North, Henwood released.
Redden still working hard, gets the hand pass over. Campbell goes longer still for Robertson. Still within the square, an unprotected goal square. Robertson gets within distance, fires long as he squares himself off. It's a good shot from Robertson. He kicks during the game, goal number 2 and the 12th for North, but it's all Glenelg, a 51-point leader. Gets it over to Hay, but David Kernahan is in the way. Tired legs beginning to creep into this game. McDermott over to Henwood. He's going to get into the goal-scoring business. What an enormous kick. He was about 5 metres ahead of the front white line of the square, decided to give it his all and put it through for a magnificent goal. Glenelg by 57 points.
And what an important player he's been.
Phillips closes, McGuinness takes, fires it high through the half-forward line, and it's all over. The 1985 premiership to Brighton Road and the Glenelg team. Comfortable victory. 21 goals, 15,141. North Adelaide 12-12-84. A convincing 57-point win to Glenelg.
Well, what a wonderful victory to the Bays. There's Peter Carey. Will it be his last game? Has had a...
They've been there since they're 73.
And we believe that the Jack Oatey Award has gone to Stephen Kernahan. And Harry, his father, is there embracing. There's a T-shirt with a tiger on the front, and obviously it's a premiership T-shirt. The champion full.
A tremendous performance. We continue to talk about this player as being a youngster, but bear in mind he is 22 years of age now. He is a very mature man.